Hey, what's up, guys? Edison here. First off, I want to apologize if you hear some rain in the background. Really, kind of like muggy day out with probably just rain for most of the day. So if you hear it, I can't really change the weather or anything. But yeah, this package is from Japan. It is like a mix of some singles that I picked up, some like some stuff you're kind of used to me buying, like hyper rares and modern stuff, modern promos, and then I bought like a pretty big collection with a really nice card in it. So I'm gonna unbox it all on camera just to show it. But yeah, there's a big box with all this stuff in. So let me get this unboxed and we'll go over what's inside. So first off, I guess we can do this here. It's a P.S.A graded card. I picked this one up because I was already like a fan of the artwork on it because it has Umbreon, who, the evolutions are just super popular right now. And the raw version of this card goes for like $50. I guess I'll just show it. So this was it. This is All Night Party. It's a Pokemon Gym promo from 2015. I can just take it out of this bag. But it was a P.S.A graded card. I think it was 69,000 yen, which like conversion rate's really good right now for USD to yen. So it's like $65. I mean, obviously with my fees and everything to middleman this, to me, it's a bit more. But really nice promo. And I know like a 10 for this recently went for like an all-time high. So I thought, already graded 9 for what it would cost me to buy it raw and grade. Seemed like a good deal. So happy to get this in. And in this same package was this. It says Frill. I think there's only one thing that this could be, and I believe it's a fan club card. But might be two things in here. Oh yeah, right here. I'm actually gonna take it out of that. I forget the name of this, but it's a fan club promo. This is another card that I saw. I think it was PWCC. A 10 went for a ridiculous amount of money, considering that they're still relatively cheap raw. And this one looks super clean, super clean condition. Actually, want to check it. I see edgeware right off the bat. I mean, honestly, it's still really clean. This back, if you look at it, I would guess it's a 9. It's pretty easily a 9. But like I paid $50 for this, and I think raw they go for like $150 in the US. But this is definitely a card with the condition that it's in that I would just send off to get graded. I wouldn't want to flip that raw. And the last card in this was, oh, it's pretty cool. This isn't a card. This is how the card must have came. It's like a little sheet, and there was a sleeve here that seemed to be in glue closed, opened up, and the card was in that. So I mean, it's pretty nice just to have the provenance as like an extra piece. Just yeah, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it's cool that the seller still had that themselves and threw that in. Next up are going to be some EX cards. I picked this up. I think these might all be from the same seller. Let's see. A lot of these EXs were from the same seller. So right off the bat, we have a Mewtwo EX. I paid quite a bit for this. This is Rocket's Mewtwo from Rocket Gang Strikes Back. Yeah, this tape is tough. I would want to say I paid 10,000 yen for this copy. It's a little off center. Well, not a little. It's very off center, left to right. So maybe it gets an OC qualifier. But this is just one of my favorite Arita artworks on a Pokemon card. And I saw one pop up in like really beat up condition that sold for like $60, and I thought, I don't think a lot of these Rockets EX cards can stay cheap for much longer. So if there's any that I have like on my checklist to pick up, and like this is one of those cards that if I ever go to a signing that happens to have a Rita, I would definitely bring this one. So I'd love to get him to sign my copy. Yeah, so that seller had that Rocket card, and I'm not gonna take these out of the sleeve. I think there's one in here. Yeah, probably only one. Altaria EX. He had all these other EX cards, I think, for like 15-ish of these basic EXs. This one was a little bit pricier. I can pull it out. This one was Rocket's Suicune EX and Rocket's Entei EX. I paid 115,000 yen for both, but they both look super minty in the packaging, or I should say in the pictures online. But really nice cards. Suicune's just, I mean, I think the legendary birds are just in general really good. This one has multiple cards, so I guess I should open it. So this is a lot of what I like in terms of like the theme of what I've been picking up is EXs, because I got that big lot of EX cards back, and I've been selling through them really easily, especially in low grade. So what I ended up doing was more or less the price that I sold cards for, the graded cards in low condition, was pretty much what I could have paid to get minter copies from Japan. So I just moved that money into mint copies. I mean, these are probably, you know, 7/8, but I still think 7/8 in EX cards is really strong. This is one card. One of my favorite EXs is this Crobat, but I'm just a big Crobat fan. This is, I think, there's two forms of Mr. Mime, and I think in this package there are both copies of the card. I forget what the name is. Maybe it's like Attack and Defense, but the artworks are pretty much just exact opposites of each other. Like they're just flipped with different color backgrounds. This appears to be one card, Ninetales EX. Really nice artwork for Ninetales, popular Pokemon. And then this was Arcanine EX. This one, the rest of those that I showed were like $15, more or less. This one was like 35 bucks. I'm not really sure if this was worth $35, but he had all these other cards listed, and I guess maybe I should have checked more. But it was very much one of those things where this guy's listing all this nice stuff, I might as well just buy him out for it. And then this should be more stuff from Makari. I'll open it. These are just super fun to open stuff. And it takes, these are pretty much pickups from the last month or so, maybe the last 3 weeks. So for like the most part, I actually forget a lot of the stuff that I buy because it's been so long. Here's another one of those fan club promos. I don't want to take it out. I think this one was a little bit more expensive than the other one I showed, the first one I showed, and it was a little bit worse condition. I think this one had some edge wear on the back. Let's pull out this. I don't know what this card is. The sleeve says Pokemon Card Game Players 2003, so it's an old sleeve. Hopefully it's an older card. Oh, okay, I bought this set. I think he double stuffed them. So I bought a Web Dark Charizard, Unlimited too. I think Unlimited Web is rarer than first edition Web. Unlimited Dark Blastoise, but you should also preface it by saying people don't really care too much about rarity. In the sense that, you know, rarity does matter for some cards, but first edition does still triumph for a lot of this stuff. People just like to have the stamp. I don't think this was listed, but it's a super minty Torkoal Hollow 2003 first edition. I will actually grade this too, so that's nice. A little freebie. Web Charmeleon. I don't remember. I think this is from the like those E-Series decks. Charmander, Web Charmeleon. This one was a little bit more expensive of a lot. It was like $370 for all the cards pictured. Web Ivysaur, Web Dark War Turtle. I don't remember this being in the lot. I don't think this was pictured. So I think he just gave this for free. He gave this in the Torkoal for free. Just a hollow Weezing. Beautiful card. First edition as well. That makes me feel a lot better. I think the value is definitely there for the Charizard and the Blastoise. I'm going to send both to get graded. I'll throw in probably the Web Series cards. And actually, the 2 cards he gave me for free are definitely going to get graded as well. Those are great cards. Here is another card. This is signed by Dr. Semeji. So Semeji means shark in Japan. So his signature is more or less a shark. And for context, Semeji was like, he worked on coding the Pokemon Color games, I believe. And he transitioned from that to being like a personality in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s for the Pokemon TCG in Japan. So you'll see a lot of his signatures from that era, and a lot of them are from the Champions Road event in 2000, and that's actually what this card is from. So not only is his signature from that era, but this is the Champions Road Cyndaquil. And there's like, in case you ever are browsing lots in Japan that have this card, you should definitely look out for this version. So like this is, there's the basic version for this artwork that's a promo, but it has a black star here. But if you look super close, you can see that the star is actually a gold. It's a gold star. I mean, I don't know how much more to describe it. It's just right there. It would be in gold, like reflective gold. Those are much more limited and were handed out only at the Champions Road event. So if you see them, like, there's some rarity to them. These tend to actually go for quite a bit raw. And this one's not in fantastic condition. I was definitely just paying up for the fact that this was a card handed out at the event that he signed it. So there's some nice provenance there. Here are some more EX cards. Let's see these. Oh, I remember this. Okay, I picked up both of these. They were listed as mint. Rocket Sneasel. They look like they're both like around 9s. Pretty easy 9s. Rocket Sneasel EX. As I said, I really like the Rocket EX stuff. Here's a really nice Fanfi LP promo. I do like these LP promos. They're uncommon cards. Like the base card is not hard to find, but it's just a holo with the set stamps for Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Same thing for Cyndaquil. I think there's a $2 on Chikorita. If you're gonna look for these, I mean, the pricey ones are probably the starters, but me and my friends just kind of like Fanfi. Here is Window Mew, or it's a play promo. People call it Window Mew because it's Mew at a window. Very mint condition. I paid quite a bit for this. Paid just under 200, but it has a nice swirl right there under the tail. But yeah, this is probably one of the cards that I got today that I'm gonna express off the CGC. I picked up a bunch of these just because they were super cheap in Japan. They're like $7 each. And I think, Snorlax is a popular card, hyper rare for that price. It's really strong. This is another Shimeji signature. How do you get this out? Another Dr. Shimeji signature, a lot smaller towards the bottom, but it's really cute artwork, and this one was, fairly affordable. I'm gonna start to see them probably more and more on the channel. I'm gonna be picking up signature cards, maybe like once a month. You'll see in like a haul video where they have a card like this. A really nice Snubble card. And for those, I want to get them graded by P.S.A, but just with P.S.A's turnaround times, I probably can't afford to send them in. Here we have Dusclops EX, Shiftry EX. Sorry if you hear that thunder. Altaria EX. There's multiple cards in here, so I probably should open it. These are nice sleeves. Let's show them. Oh my god, these bags are so tight too. Nice Guzma sleeves, and then Gallade. Oh, this was 4 Altarias. These are all they're all packaged the same. You can see these all came from the same seller. Makari EX, Flygon EX. I don't remember what was with this. These all were listed by the same guy. I thought his prices were very fair on Makari, so I just asked to buy them all. Flygon EX. I mean, you could just tell that I'm investing a lot of the money that I got back from that recent EX return onto higher grade copies to grade. Kyogre EX. I think there's 2 Deoxys EX in this pack. Let me open this up. And not even English EXs. I'm also, not even just Japanese, I've been purchasing up English EXs that I could find for pretty good prices, because I think a lot of that stuff is undervalued in lower condition. Deoxys EX is set, and I believe this was also, comes with another card. I don't remember if it was 2 Tyranitar. Oh, a Tyranitar, a Steelix, and a Walrein. I really like this Steelix art. And these were all mint. I would say the average is right around $15 as well for all of these each, which I think is really strong. So that's the loose stuff that I picked up, the singles. Let me clear up my table and we'll go over the collection. So here's some of the stuff unboxed. Right off the bat, I'm very worried because I'm noticing that none of this stuff is sleeved in these containers, but yeah, these are just some very old Pokemon deck boxes. I see these a lot. I don't know if there's any specific reason that like everyone seemed to have them. From like if you ever look at people's collections from the early 2000s and stuff, you'll see them using this. This might just be set cards that were thrown in here. If it is set cards, I'll be really happy because, to be frank, the condition on a lot of set cards doesn't matter to me. But you know, if I could pick out like an Eevee card like this, good artwork, and if it's gradable, it's actually nice. But I definitely was not buying this stuff to have a complete set. It's actually just a lot of repeats. But this makes me feel a lot better. This is nice poly mural artwork. Makes me feel a lot better that this isn't the high-end stuff that I saw. This was just the raw cards. So to my knowledge, this is probably just a guy who either was a little kid in the, I think in 2001, like early 2000s. So this is the stuff he played with, or you know, he might have been an adult at the time. Not sure. Oh, so this is the high value card that I bought it for. This is let's check the back first. I mean, that's a mint card. Wow, that centering is flawless. That's a beautiful card. I guess we'll flip it. It is a Grand Party, one of the most beautiful cards ever done by Pokemon. 2-star rarity on the bottom, 1999 to 2000. And I actually just found out what this card, as I mentioned in a different video, I don't know if that video came out, that I went to Houston to work at a card show with help a friend out, and he explained the history of this card, and it was along the lines of, in order to receive it, you had to go to this event and battle 50 people. And so what ended up happening is a lot of people just lied and said they battled them, but you know, it's a fairly still rare card from this event, and definitely one of the most unique artworks of the 3 birds, Grand Party in English. Just nice. And this is a beautiful condition one. This is a card that I would definitely express to P.S.A. because I think it has a shot. It's easily a 9. I will probably go over and make sure there's no dents, but you know, fingers crossed that this has a possibility of being a 10. Oh, look at that too. So I was talking about Dr. Sameji's signatures. This is something I see too. This deck box, I don't know if it's from Champions Road, but it has a Sameji signature on the back a lot of the time. There's one on Makari right now that I was looking at. And it just so happened that this deck box also has his signature on it. So it's pretty funny. Quite a few Dr. Samejis unboxed. Let's see, this is sleeves. Let's see, what's it say? Pokemon Monster Card Game International. Oh, that's nice. So he did a really good job. He put this card right in here and packaged it separately to make sure that it was safe. I really do appreciate that by him. I doubt the person who I bought this from will ever see this video, but just know I appreciate you. I don't know what this is. Just looks like, I have no clue what this is. All right, just a booklet. Let's see, coins. Pichu coin. A Neo pin. And this might have just been, I mean, these are really minty cards, especially stuff he's seen the sleeve. Sabrina's Gengar. This might have, I'm trying to find out, because in the photos there was quite a bit of other stuff along. I mean, the Grand Party was the main thing, and then he had old back hollows. I just want to see if the old back hollows are in this. Well, I assume they would have to be in this because it's the only thing left. Some vending series, really nice glossy, very some scratches on the back, blue low grade. But this is like similar to that lot you saw me purchase in December. I was really purchasing it for one reason, to get that Grand Party, and anything else is really just, you know, added value on top for me. It's gonna be fun to go through this stuff. I don't feel like going through this on camera because I don't know where anything is. So I want to show the last 2 things. This is a bandana from I actually don't know much about these bandanas. I know a friend wanted this, so I'm probably just gonna sell it to them. I don't know the value on it at all, so just gonna do like a ballpark estimate for him. But it seems like a lot of these early, late 90s, early 2000s stuff, it's still really collectible and hard to come by. There we go. I don't really want to pull the last two things out of their like packaging, so I'll just tell you. One of them is a silver Bible, which is actually a really expensive book now. It's just a great resource for Pokemon trading card game history. And then the last one, I'm actually unsure of, so I guess I will open that. Let me show you this. This is the bandana. It has like a Tyrogue on it. Energies, actually the Hitmonchan line. So it's probably just a Gen 2 binder, and this is, I guess, just another binder. Empty, but something that's probably given out. And while this stuff to me doesn't hold much weight, I could definitely see why people would love to collect this stuff. Also, the copyright on this is 1995 to 1996. And assuming that's correct, I mean, the Pokemon card game came out in 96 in Japan. So, that could be, one of the earliest binders that they produced. Let me open this last thing up. Because I know the one of them is just a silver Bible, because, I mean, I could obviously just see that through the packaging. It's a giant silver book. I'm not sure what this is. Oh. This might have been his hollows and stuff. So he packaged it like this, so I couldn't tell. It's just in black box. But underneath it is like this. I think this is probably that stuff that I said I was looking for and I wasn't sure where it was. This. Oh. Wow. I mentioned this at the start of the video, but I mean, they package this stuff so well. Like, I feel like I buy quite a bit from US sellers, definitely not on the scale that I buy from, Japanese sellers, but it's amazing to me just how much more effort is put into packaging stuff by the Japanese. So first off, we have a Neo Premium File 2. I don't know what this is. I do want to just move these sheets out. So just a couple hollow sheets. Hopefully they're all minty. Old back hollows still aren't really appreciated. Probably just because you're guaranteed one in every pack for most of these sets. So they're definitely not on the rarity of English, but just nice artwork and in a certain sense, not really in a certain sense, just objectively they came first. I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep laying them out like this. Here's a nice one. You have Lugia, Rocket's Mewtwo. This is the starter deck Venusaur, Sabrina's Gengar with the original Japanese art of the graveyard. Rocket Zapdos, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Brock's Ninetales, Sabrina's Alakazam. Here is some vending series at the top. Vending Mewtwo, two vending Mewtwo's, some gym promos, gym challenge cards. Game Boy Meowth. That Meowth at the bottom. It's pretty rough looking. Next up, we have more. So this really was just someone's set. This is more promos. It is Korokoro. I think all of these are Korokoro, actually. Korokoro's Giovanni. I've actually never seen this in person. I mean, if this is a mint card, you're looking at good money. But Edgeware, I think this card is very typically damaged. So that's why it's very low pop. 10. More promos. And this is just cool to see. Like, this is one of those things that's like really just once in a lifetime for someone like me to pick up. Not once in a lifetime, because I've picked up two collections similarly. But I mean, this is just, it's so much stuff. It's very cool to see. We got some cool ones here. I think this is the bilingual. It's the glossy one for the Executor. Here we have some more, just tons of promos. I think these are on air ones, but these are definitely a little bit more played than anything. You can definitely tell some of these. Oh, you can see they probably grade 7. The promos, I should say. I haven't really gone over the set cards. And right here, those were the 3 starters I was talking about, the World Hobbies Fair ones. Not World Hobby, the Champions Road ones. So you see they have that gold star. Why does this look so weird? And these were also given out, all of these were given out at Champions Road as promotional cards. Another sheet of Old Beck. I'm not sure why this isn't here. This just looks like Old Beck trainers. I'm not particularly sure why most of these are in here. This is just some base set cards, but I mean, you have the hollows in here, which I guess are something. And that last sheet at the very front, and then we can wrap this up. Another just a base set sheet. These aren't that amazing. I think a lot of the stuff a little bit earlier on was cool. This was a much longer video than anticipated. I'm gonna try to edit it down, make it a little bit more concise. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this type of stuff and liked what you saw. Have a nice.